Alrighty, today is May 2nd, 2021, and we broke down and went to the garden shop and bought some starter plants. Initially we were trying to grow everything by seed, but with the inconsistent weather we've been having, we've had some really cold nights that have been killing stuff, and we just decided to go ahead and get a few starter plants while they were available. So this is all green cabbage. The bigger plants that you see are all green cabbage, including those two back there. Now I do still have some Swiss chard seeds in the ground back there in the corner, and also the pak choi over here, the smaller plants. Those are starting to come up. That's the pak choi. So this is what we have here. Gonna go over to the second bed. Some more green cabbage here. I did put the red cabbage seeds in, but they started sprouting. We got a real bad cold night, actually 2 nights, and they died. So we went on yesterday and put some more cabbage in here, and it's just the green cabbage because there's no red cabbage out anywhere. I do have some red cabbage seeds that I am trying to start in individual starters up on the deck, but those will take a while. So hopefully we'll get some cabbage. Then by the time it's time to take these up, I'll be able to put the other ones in the dirt. Now, I don't know if this was a wise choice or not, but behind this cabbage, I still have cucumbers, but of course, again, cucumber starter plants. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starter plants are what we started with. Not started with, we had seeds in there, but they came up and died. So we've got 6 starter plants back there now, and it might be 8 because these ones look like there are 2 and 2. But anyways, those are starter plants, cucumber. We're sticking with zucchini up here. I bought 2 zucchini plants and planted right here. And then back here we have 3 plants of yellow squash. And I'm going to zoom in back here because it looks like some of my seedlings didn't all die. If anything, we may have to get some more trellises and get more because we'll have more squash than we anticipated. So that's that. And over here, remember when I said I wasn't going to dig the broccoli up so soon because I wasn't sure what they're going to do? Now we still have some green on it, so I'm going to leave them alone and see what happens. And down here, this is where I had the green beans planted and they died. I'm going to zoom in here because there are actually a couple of green beans coming up. So we've got some green beans breaking through the dirt over here as well. And I believe these were the Blue Lake green beans, the bush variety. All the green beans that I'm planting are the bush variety, so hopefully they'll grow and do something decent. There were no starter collard green plants out there, but luckily we do have some collard greens from the seeds that are coming up. My spinach is trying to do something. So we've got the spinach here that's starting to sprout up and get a little taller. These are all from seeds. The kale as well, because the kale and the purple turnips as well back there, they did not succumb to the frost, so they're still growing, and I think that they'll do okay. If anything, I have too many planted in such small proximity, but we'll find out. You live and learn, you garden and learn. Over here, right here in this corner, is that Black Beauty eggplant. I don't know what eggplant tastes like, so I guess if this grows, we will find out this year what eggplants taste like because my son insisted on it, and so we got it. The lettuce is coming up. I'm going to start clipping some pieces of lettuce off so that we can use it. And over here, I'm not sure that lettuce is going to be very tasty because you see how it's getting tall. I found when it starts getting tall like that, it doesn't taste that great. So it's time to start using this lettuce. Now back here, this is where I had the sweet peas, and I thought most of them had got, damaged by the frost, but they're still hanging on. Some of them, I've got two in here. I'll get these here 2 pieces out of there because I'm sure those are dead. But the other ones still have a pretty decent amount of green on them. And then I did not realize I had a few more planted. So we'll have peas because I also have pea seeds right along this row here. I think I put 4 more seeds in this little row right here. Now, this is the celery that a couple of days ago I decided to take 3 of them and separate them away from where they were all bunched in right here. I wanted to give them some space, and I know they're not looking all that great right now, but today is Sunday, so it was Friday that I separated them and I watered them Friday evening. Saturday morning they were all drooping down into the ground, and I wish I would have recorded it, but I didn't think about recording it. I was just too busy worrying about getting some water on them. So they are actually starting to sprout back up and come back to life. So I think the celery will be okay. I will go through later on and clip some of the yellow and brown off to see, if that helps it out a little bit more. But they are doing a whole lot better than I thought they would. Excuse me. Now over here is our pepper patch. This is a spicy jalapeno pepper here. And then I've got some jalapeno pepper seeds that are coming up. I didn't know if the seeds would come up or not, but they are. And then I have a few different types of pepper plants that we got from Lowe's or Home Depot or our local garden shop. Plus some bell peppers in the back here. That back row, those are all bell peppers. And then you see the little sproutlings coming up. Those are from bell pepper seeds. And the bell pepper seeds that I put in, those were from plants that we harvested last summer. So I'm glad to see that they're coming up. Once again, I probably have too many, but we will figure out what we need to do as they come up. Now back here, got some carrots growing. Remember when I said that the carrots, when they first start coming up, they look like little blades of grass? They're starting to have that foliage that the carrots are known to have now. So they are growing, and this variety, I believe it said that it would be ready to harvest in 45 days. I know I planted the carrots on Easter Sunday, so I will just keep track on the calendar 45 days and check and see if a couple of them are ready to come up. Hopefully they will be. Okay, now back here, these are the tomato plants. And remember, I put some more starter plants in because they weren't growing very well. Well, we also picked up a lemon boy tomato plant here. And so we'll see how that comes up. This is the big boy variety here. So back here, we have a few corn plants that we put in by seed, and some of them are still coming up good. And I did put some extra seeds in after the first set started dying. And from the second set that's planted, this is one that's coming up from the second set that's planted. And on the back row here, those are not corn plants. Those are actually sunflowers. I just wanted to plant some sunflowers in the garden and see how that would, take, and see how they grew. I've never grown sunflowers before. Now in the front of this box, these are the okra. And the okra is actually the length of the box. So we've got okra that measures out about 4 by 8, because these are 8 by 8 foot boxes. Now The first 2 rows are the red okra, and you can tell that they actually have the red stems to them as they grow up. Where the green okra, they're just green all the way down. So we'll see how those come out, and we'll just go from there. But this was just a quick update, letting you know what's going on in the garden today. And I do thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.